Well, 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 we meet again. It's been a long 9 months off. It's finally turkey season again, and I'm in Georgia. I know it's going to be tough down here. I don't expect to hear a lot of gobbling, but I got about 3 days of really good weather, and then it turns to nothing but rain and 30-mile-an-hour winds, and so I got 3 good days to find something and hopefully get something done. So here we go. Just heard my first Georgia gobble. I think this is spot 3 or 4. I think he's right on the edge of these short pines are all private. This fire break is the property line. It sounded like he was he might be right on the edge. Yeah, baby. Go get suited up and go see what we can't do with him. He sounded a lot closer when he was in the tree. I hope y'all can hear that. So this ridge does one of these, runs out that way. He's down in the bottom off the end of the ridge. I am out of good stuff to walk through. This falls off down into a bottom that wraps around there. I'm going to try to just stay on this backside because I'm going to make a lot of noise. I'm going to try to keep this hill in between me and him to get around over on him. He might have gobbled. I heard something that sounded like it. If that was him. He's getting long gone and I'll never be able to catch him. How much y'all want to bet that that's the last bird I hear gobble today? He just gave me the slip. Well, I've been studying the map. I'm not ready to give up on that bird quite yet. This is Georgia. I don't think the odds of me going somewhere else and finding a bunch of gobbling turkeys are that high. So, if he went over that hill that he was going over, if he happened to bear to the right and go that direction, he'd be going back towards public and I'd be in the game. If he goes left, I'm totally screwed. So I'm gonna drive out and around. It's gonna be a hike to get in from the other way, but if he's in there and he wants to gobble, I should be able to hear him. Man, he just disappeared on me. I lost him. I tried to go high and tried to go high up and around him where I thought he was headed. Never heard from him. I did another big loop and got down in the creek bottom that ran up the way he was going and worked this whole creek bottom down to where I last heard him gobble from. Never heard from him. So, I mean, I gave him about 4 hours or so. It's 12 o'clock now. Haven't heard him gobble since about 7:30 or something, so. Good morning. Day 2, Georgia. I decided to go in after the bird I heard yesterday morning because that's the only bird I know for sure. Well, don't need that anymore. There's a bird gobbling. Nowhere near me. I was hoping that bird would be on this side, where he was yesterday. I don't know if this is the same bird or not, but there he goes again. Well, I gotta go over there because he's gobbling. Bird just gobbled a lot closer to me. I was walking, I couldn't tell where it was. I think I know where that was. He's across this dang creek. But he's not that far away. I might just try it here. I'm gonna try it here. If it doesn't work, I have to figure out a way to cross this thing. I mean, I don't mind getting wet, but it looks deep. Shoe. That's public land hunting for you. Guess we go find another one. That looks like a gobbler track to me. Looks there's another one. It looks a little old. This place I feel really good about. I mean, it's got some of the prettiest hardwoods. Some of these pines, clear cut back up behind you. Some private over there. Clear cuts on the other side. There's all kinds of, it's a beautiful bottom down in here. I mean, there should be a turkey in here. I don't know. I'm gonna keep walking until I can't walk no more. I'm whooped. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Hot. I don't think I could buy a gobble right now if I had all the money in the world. This is how I expected Georgia to be. I was just hoping it would be different. But that's all right. We're here and we're hunting. Day 3, Georgia. I climbed up to the tallest point I could find. I'm listening to a bunch of bottoms. Started raining at 3 o'clock this morning. It rained until about 6. So now it's overcast. The woods are all drippy, hot and humid. So we'll see. You know when you find a spot that you just have a lot of faith in? You study the map and you're like, man, there's gotta be a turkey in there. There's gotta be. And then nothing gobbles. Now we start walking. I guess some people would call what we do roughing it, but I have never felt like I'm roughing it. I got tacos made for later tonight for dinner. And we got young Derek here.
Young Derek.
Frying up some Louisiana turkey.
The best tasting turkey I'm ever gonna eat.
Damn right. And we found some morels over there. I've never had morels, so I think he's gonna fry them up and I'm gonna try them. I've got this really pretty looking creek bottom on the map. It runs for a long ways and then splits off. And I'm just gonna get in this creek bottom and probably spend the rest of the day in here and just slow hunt, call, maybe sit down and call and wait, see if anything comes in quiet. If they're not gonna gobble, maybe they'll come in quiet. But I am not convinced that there's no turkeys here. I believe there's turkeys here. I just gotta find a willing participant. We call that B-roll. Morning. I think it's day 4. Day 4, Georgia. Not a whole lot to talk about yesterday. I picked a different spot this morning. Just gonna walk up to the top. There's 2 different places, 2 ridges. I can listen it down into 2 bottoms. So I'm gonna start at one of them, listen. Don't hear anything, walk over to the other one, listen down in there. I don't know. If I don't hear anything, just keep hunting. This is the last day of good weather. It's cloudy, but there's no wind right now. Yes. Oh my God, there's a turkey gobbling. He's nowhere near me, but I'll try to get up to the top of that ridge over there. Whew. Man, it's just nice to hear one gobble. Got him. These hills get me every time. He was a lot farther away than I thought. I made it over here. Pretty close to where I had him pegged. Haven't heard from him in a while. There he is. He's back down at the bottom. He just got a little farther off, so I'm gonna give chase. God dang, it almost sounds like he's getting farther away.
was the last time he gobbled. I've been trying to just wait him out. I was hoping that he was just gonna quit gobbling because he was gonna come. I'm gonna try to, I'm pretty close to this creek. I'm gonna try to just jump down in this creek. It's a real deep ravine. I'm gonna jump down in there and go up about 150 yards and try to slowly pop up and see if he's still over there. It's a good thing these are brand new boots. They're still mostly waterproof. Either I'm not good enough to kill that turkey, or he just wasn't ready yet, or he's got some hens with him, or a combination of all of those things. That turkey jogged me all the way across this place. So I think I'm gonna go back in there this afternoon. The last time I called, he didn't answer. I waited for a while. If he's not going to come in quiet and he's not going to gobble anymore, I feel like I'm just doing more harm than good sitting in there calling. I'll be honest with you, I'm about to starve to death and I'm out of water. I got a long way back to the truck, so I'm going to regroup and definitely be back in there with him this afternoon. I just want to go back to Iowa. Getting ready to head in for the afternoon. Oh, got to have lunch with Derek again. That was cool. We never get to see each other. So I'm going to try to go in after that bird that I was on this morning. Well, this is my spot. Probably just going to sit for a while and listen. And then might start with some scratching. And then some just really soft calling. Until he got behind some stuff and I yelped real soft. And he popped out and he stood there for a while looking up here. He just stood there for about 15 seconds looking up here. And then he turned and just started feeding off on that hillside away. Just called again. And he gobbled at it. Sometimes the weatherman is wrong in your favor. That storm blew through last night, so the weather report had been it was going to start last night and rain all day today. Then they changed it. It was going to rain until like 4. Then they changed it. It was going to rain till like noon. So I didn't even have my alarms set until 6 or so. You know, I wasn't planning on getting up early. I happened to wake up at like 4:30 and noticed it wasn't raining anymore. So it looks like, at least, that the storm has already blown through. It's supposed to be raining right now and blowing 15 with gusts up to 25, and it is dead calm outside. So I know that bird yesterday was there at 6:30. I think it was the last time I heard him gobble, so he's got to be in that area somewhere. Hopefully he's in this little block. Hopefully he's in a different mood today, and he actually wants to come to a call and play the game. Man, it had been awful quiet. I was getting a little concerned, but there was owls going off down in this bottom for a while, and no gobbles. And then the train just went off and he gobbled. He's directly across the bottom up on the other side. I need him to gobble one more time. There we go. I got some good cover in between me and him. I'm gonna try to get up to that pine there. I can still hear him drumming. I just can't tell if he's in the tree or if he's on the ground. Okay, he's still in the tree. Here he comes. Oh, baby. I've worked really hard for a lot of turkeys, but I'm not sure I've ever worked this hard for one. Get out of town, he's got no spurs. That is a fine Georgia longbeard. Look, man, oh man. Oh, I finally didn't screw it up. "22 yards. Past couple years, I have tried to be a little more reserved when I put my hands on one of these things, but this one is awful special. Oh, I don't want to put him down, he'll get all wet. Right off the roost. Man, I couldn't have picked that any better. Stopping up on the top of this ridge. I mean, I couldn't have got much closer to him. He was only about 70 yards, 80 yards in the tree, but I just kept enough stuff in between us. And looking at it now, I mean, he was roosted a bunch above he was roosted above a bunch of junk. This hillside was the perfect place for him to land. I mean, I couldn't have. What a day. I'm pretty excited to send this LBD text to the group. Whew. He's got that old curly beard, just like me. And then these legs. Man, he's beautiful, isn't he? Every time I get to lay my hands on one of these things, I'm just amazed. Here's where his spur is supposed to be. Oop. And that's what we got for the other spur. Hey. That's all right. Don't shoot them for the spurs. Don't shoot them for the beards. I shoot them. Whoa. I shoot them for that heart attack that I about had when I saw him pitch out of that tree. Oh, I haven't gotten to smell that in a while. A lot of birds that have meant a lot to me. But this one's special for sure. I had dropped a prospect pin 2 months ago, right down there on that creek. And that is where that bird was roosted yesterday. So that's pretty cool. I am in no rush to get this thing done. I enjoy turkey hunting. I'm addicted to turkey hunting. I love hunting turkeys in all kinds of places and new places. I like seeing new places. This traveling to turkey hunt thing is the perfect excuse just to travel and see new stuff. And get to do this. But I am in no hurry to get it done. I'd like to think at some point in my life, I'll do all 49. We are so unbelievably blessed that we get to do this. That we have this bird that we all love so much. Turkey hunting's a whole different thing. I love duck hunting, love to deer hunt. Hell, I like squirrel hunting. But this is what we think about all year. I'm already planning next spring and the spring after that. Just doesn't get any better than this. I don't imagine.